Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, put your coffee down. Put it down right now because you are going to need both hands free to facepalm when you hear what I have done. You know how I always say I'm tech savvy? Yeah, revoke my title. Take my badge. I am banned from touching electronics forever. I have single-handedly destroyed my life, and it all started with a little bit of rain and a whole lot of stupidity. Rewind with me to October. I'm at my grandma's house on that gorgeous terrace upstairs. I was feeling so academic. I had my entire setup spread out on the patio table. Laptop, tablet, notebooks, headphones. I was living my best lo-fi beats to study to life. Then Grandma calls me downstairs for food. And you do not ignore Grandma. The smell of her cooking hit me and my brain just turned off. I left everything, and I mean everything, sitting out on that open terrace and pranced downstairs to stuff my face. We're eating, laughing, and then I hear it. The sound of doom. Rain, not a drizzle. A torrential downpour. It took me a solid minute to register why that sound made my stomach drop. Then it clicked. My laptop. I screamed and bolted upstairs. It was a tragedy. My notebook was pulp and my laptop was glistening with rainwater. I dried everything off, praying to every deity, and let it sit for days. When I finally booted it up, it seemed fine. I thought I had dodged a bullet. Spoiler alert, I was not the chosen one. So I thought my laptop survived the rain. I was wrong. Fast forward to December. I go to type in my PIN and the numeric keypad just doesn't work. I press the number and nothing happens. Then it started spreading like a disease. First the number pad, then the arrow keys, and then the rot set into the main keyboard. I was typing emails like a ransom note, copying and pasting letters I couldn't type. It was humiliating. So I decided, I'm a genius. I can fix this. I flipped that laptop over and spent hours disassembling it, thinking I could clean the contacts. I finally get to the keyboard layer, only to realize the manufacturer hates me. The keyboard and palm rest are fused together, riveted. There was no way to clean it. I wasted an entire afternoon for nothing. But wait, there's more. Yesterday was the day of reckoning. I wanted to play a game installed on my secondary disk drive to distress. I go to launch it, and an error message pops up. It says, error, path to disk does not exist. My secondary drive, my game drive, is gone. Vanished. I thought, okay, maybe I didn't seat the drive properly when I put it back together. I decided to open the laptop again. This is where my own brain betrayed me. It gets so much worse. I opened the laptop to fix my missing game drive. Now listen closely. I have two drives, a solid-state drive chip and an old-school hard disk drive. For 2 years, I believed my 1 terabyte game drive was the SSD and my boot drive was the HDD. I was confidently wrong. I looked at the SSD chip and thought, aha, it's loose. I spent 2 hours fiddling with this SSD, blowing on it, trying to reseat it. Finally, I decided to test my theory. I took the SSD out completely and hit the power button, thinking the laptop would still boot Windows from the HDD. Instead, I got a series of loud beeps and a text box popped up on the screen. No boot device found. I froze. If the laptop couldn't boot without the SSD, that means the SSD was the boot drive. Which meant the other drive, the HDD I had ignored, was the one with my games. I had been living a lie. So I turned my attention to the HDD, the real culprit. It's connected to the motherboard by a flimsy, paper-thin orange ribbon cable. And as I peered closer, squinting under my desk lamp, I saw it. The pins on the ribbon cable were bent. I must have jostled it when I was cleaning the keyboard earlier. I thought, okay, don't panic. I have tweezers. I have steady hands. I can fix this. So I'm staring at the bent pins on my hard drive connector. Girl, I do not have steady hands. I have the hands of a caffeinated squirrel. I went in with the tweezers to gently straighten the pins. I held my breath, pushed on the first pin, and it snapped. It didn't just bend. It broke off, crumbled into dust. I tried to fix the next one. It snapped too. I decimated the connector. I destroyed the bridge between my motherboard and my hard drive. There is no fixing that. It's a hardware fatality. So let's recap the scoreboard. 1. I let my laptop get rained on because I was hungry. 2. I let the keyboard rot for months. 3. I opened it to clean a keyboard that physically cannot be cleaned. 4. I spent hours trying to fix an SSD that wasn't broken because I didn't know my own specs. And 5, I physically broke the connector, permanently severing access to all my data. Now I'm sitting here with a laptop that has no working keyboard, no secondary hard drive, and is in pieces. I had to order replacement parts with money I don't have. I need you to tell me I'm pretty because I am certainly not smart. Don't ever let me hold a screwdriver again. If you see me with tools, tackle me. I am a menace to society and printed circuit boards everywhere. Now, are we going out for drinks?